Here's my Timex T26481. Now these can be found just about anywhere, just about any Wal Mart or probably anywhere that sells Timex watches. And it originally came with this expansion bracelet here. It's a nice looking two-tone. Yeah, that's tape on the end to keep them end pieces on there. It's a nice looking two-tone, but it was kind of small. It was missing a link or two. It fit tight on my wrist, and also I never did like expansion bracelets, so I found this. I had this cheap two-tone bracelet with a clasp on it. Put that on there, and it's a lot more comfortable. Here's a closer look at it. You can see that bracelet doesn't have the curved end. It's got straight ends, but I think it still looks decent on the watch. It's got a gray dial. It's got the day of the week and the date. Quick date setting. You just pull the crown out halfway and you can set the date. It's the two-tone, silver and gold bezel, gold hands and numbers. One thing I did not like about this watch is it's kind of small. I measured the case with the calipers, the outer diameter, outer diameter of the case, and it's about 35.5 millimeters, which is a bit on the small side. Especially today, some of them watches today are so big they look like a dinner plate. Of course, I don't like them that big. I like about 39 to 42 millimeters. And also, one disadvantage is that the lug width is 16 millimeters instead of 18 or 20, which means there's a much less selection of straps and bracelets available in that size. And also, a lot of 16 millimeter bands will look too small because they start at 16, then they taper down to 14 as they go out, and they just look too small. But at least this bracelet, I found, it doesn't taper down. It's 16 all the way through, so that helps make it look a little bit bigger. Here's the back of the watch. One handy feature, it even tells you what size battery you need, so you can get a battery for it before you pop the back off and see what you need. It says CR2016 cell. I think that's a fairly common battery, so you shouldn't have any problem getting the battery for it. It's water resistant to 30 meters. It's got a snap-on case back, not screw in, so I wouldn't really want to go swimming with it, or certainly not diving, but it's good for, if you're washing your hands and it gets splashed, or if you're out in the rain. Okay, I put the camera in 1.3x crop mode to give you a closer view of it. I'll just let that go for a few seconds so you can admire the watch, I guess, and see that quartz secondhand. It doesn't have the sweep secondhand like a mechanical, because it's obviously a quartz. And at the end of the video, I'm going to close it out with some still pictures of the watch, like I usually do with my watch videos. I'll put still pictures at the end so you can get a better look at it. Okay, I'll show you one of my favorite features of this watch is the Timex Indiglo. You push the crown in and the dial lights up. It's semi-transparent. You can easily read it at night. Now, the lighting is a funky color. I had to readjust my white balance so the Indiglo light would look like green, because if I had it set the way I had it for this lighting, it would look blue. So here we go. I'll show you the green Indiglo. It's more like an aqua color, I guess, kind of a little leaning towards green. There you go. That excuse me. That looks really good at night. And I'll close out this video with the still pictures.